Welcome back to Dog Focus Training. I'm Brian, and I want to do a quick video on how to modify an existing fence on the SpotOn collar. I've been now playing with this for 4 or 5 or 6 weeks or so. It took about 2.5 weeks to get Odin trained up, 3 weeks to get him trained and to where we could just let him loose. Now we've had him about 3 weeks on the collar, just going out every single day, letting him play. We had an issue with the GPS drift and the way that I originally did the first, when I walked the boundary of my property, I didn't include the whole front piece of my property. And with the GPS drift, it does happen. And so for those of you that aren't familiar with GPS devices, GPS drift is that basically your GPS device is accurate up to a certain footage. There's probably no GPS device that I've ever used, whether that's in hunting in my handheld Garmin's or the little, the GPS device in your cars, whether that's the Tommy direction device or Siri or Google or anything else. There's no GPS device that is pinpoint within 6 inches accurate. Everything has a little bit of drift. That's just the nature of satellites and handheld GPS devices. Maybe with military spec you get a little more accuracy, but on the consumer side of things, there's a limitation on how accurate you can get. And so basically our fence drifted in from where it was. It drifted in about 6 or 7 feet, and that cut off the ditch. And so I'm going to go in now manually, and I'm going to expand that the perimeter that he can get to. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, so this is the first fence that I did, and if you watched my last video, you saw me actually walking the perimeter and building this. Okay, when you click modify on this, it's going to give you this ability to adjust the fence of the shape. And you can see the 19 posts that the app added on its own to what I walked last time. And so what I'm going to do, I can actually increase this by dragging the little button to the right. So I'm going to actually increase the number of fence posts that I have on this map. And the app will automatically kind of sprinkle those in between the existing fence posts. That way I have multiple fence posts that I can play with. So I'm going to get this up to 28. You see it kind of move everything around. Now once I click apply, it's going to now bring up, it's going to put me into edit mode. And if you ever have a question about the edit mode, you can always hit the little question mark and it'll walk you through the tutorial. And how to move things around, or how to click on and select a fence post. But I'm going to stop. I'm just going to click out of that. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in here. And for any of you that are worried about the road going across there, this is a private road. This isn't a public road, and there's only a few of us that use this. In fact, the only other person that uses it, it's a dead end just past where you can see. So I'm not overly concerned about the idea of keeping it 15 feet off the road, but all you got to do this is just hold your finger down on a fence post, and the phone will actually vibrate a little bit, and then you just drag the fence post to where you want. And so all of this area up here up front that I'm adding to my fence, this is all my property. So I'm just going to drag this up here, and this is going to allow him some more space. I'm going to click Save Changes, and then I'm going to click Load Fence. And this will save it, and then it'll verify it, and then it's going to upload it to his collar. Now it's active. My adjustments are made. You can see really seriously, in less than a minute, I can make those little tweaks and adjust as needed, and I've got a fence that now meets my needs even better than it did before. So, okay, so you can see super easy to manually adjust those things. It took me less than a minute to get that edge of my fence blown out. I didn't have to walk the whole perimeter all over again, which I was grateful for. And it maybe not as big of a deal with me if I've got 3.5 acres, but if you're working on 40 acres and you don't want to have to, even if you jump on a four-wheeler, it's going to take you a considerable amount of time, and you don't want to do that. Nice to be able to jump into the app and be able to adjust just a corner of it if you need to. Everything about the app that I've had to use so far has been super easy. The only time I've had to call customer service was when we wanted to add a second phone to our account so that somebody else could track it. And the phone call was super easy, or not the phone call, sorry, the chat bot, whoever, the customer service chat bot that I visited with online was super easy. Maybe it wasn't a bot, maybe it was somebody that was actually on the other side typing, but either way, we resolved the issue really quick and had it up and running. Other than that, everything else I've been able to figure out on my own. This has been a super easy device, very user-friendly. Cannot sing its praises enough. I'm super excited about it. Make sure you keep watching. We've got a video coming up that's going to be test and trials of a whole bunch of different things that we're going to try. I'm actually going to let a chicken go. My confidence is boosting in my dog's awareness of where the boundary is. Just today I drove away as one of my tests for that video. I drove away with my truck and had him follow me to the boundary's edge and then sit. I drove all the way to the end of the road. I turned around and came all the way back, and he sat there until I got back, and he picked up his ball and ran back in to the interior of the fence and continued to play. So everything I've done with the fence so far, or with this collar, has been a huge success. I can't recommend it enough. If you're interested in the collar or you have questions, I've got a link down below that will take you to the most current, the best deal they have possible right now on the SpotOn collar. It is an affiliate link for me, so if you click on that, I do get a financial benefit. It's what kind of helps keep my channel going. So please, if you're thinking about the SpotOn collar and you think you're going to go ahead and do that, please go ahead and click that link down below. If this video has been helpful, please give me a thumbs up. It always helps. It helps the viability of the video and helps it get out there to more people. So thanks for watching Dog Focus Training, and we'll see you in the next video.